Alright, dude, grab your board and let's grind some rails in this Module 3 lab activity, Energy Skate Park. No, I'm not going to do that the entire time. Trust me. Okay, so Energy Skate Park. Here's your splash down page. Now, to begin the activity, I want you to click on the friction option. So click on friction. That's going to bring you to the start screen. And notice there's a lot of options with this activity. One thing I do tell you to click on is the bar graph. You may want to put on the pie chart if you want to. Uh, Also, for the first part of the activity, it's very important you turn off friction. So make sure that slider there is down to none. Now, as far as which ramp you're going to use, I encourage you to use either the top one or the bottom one. Don't use the middle one. The reason being, we want our skater to go back and forth. And that's not going to happen with the middle one. So, choose between the top one or the bottom one, and then just put your skater up there and let your skater do their thing. There we go. And if you need to, you want to empty out the thermal energy there if need be. And you're going to answer several questions as the skater goes back and forth. Now, in question 4, you will have to do a little bit of calculating. So notice that in question 4, it tells you to first of all put on the grid. So let me go ahead and pause things for a moment. I'm going to put on our grid. Now I do suggest in this part of question number 4, do use the top track, the U-shaped track, because notice that the highest point is 6 meters above the ground. The lowest point is at the ground level, 0 meters. Because you're going to have to do some calculations. You're going to have to figure out the potential energy of your skater. So remember that potential energy, to calculate potential energy, it's going to be the mass of the skater, which is given to you in the question, the acceleration of gravity, which is given to you in the question, as well as the height of the skater. So the gravitational potential energy of the skater at any point can be calculated by using the mass times g times the height. You'll need to know that to do that calculation. Okay, once you've done question 4, 5, and 6, which requires, 6 also requires a little calculation, in question 7, you'll want to switch tracks. Go to the bumpy track and answer, it's actually a ranking task that you need to go through in question 7. Question 8, I encourage you to move along to the playground. So click on playground, and you may be able to answer this question without doing the playground, but if you're not sure, if you want to check yourself, I encourage you to go ahead and build these tracks. All you have to do is pull this track up here. You may want to have your grid on so that you can create graphs that are similar to the graphs that I provide, or the different options, A, B, C, D, E. You might want to build your tracks and let your skater go down each track and figure out what the speed is of the skater at the bottom of the track. So anyway, gnarly dude, have fun.